In this video, we're going to cover a very painful topic for a lot of sellers, including myself. And when you actually launch a product and it works well and you're profitable, it's all good and nice. But a lot of time, that's not the case. A lot of time, you bring a product, you create the best images possible, you have a great copywriting, you start, for example, a PPC launch, and things don't go the right way. A lot of times you're not even getting the traffic. Of course, the first step is to analyze, to see whether it's traffic problem, you're not getting enough traffic and people to see your listing and actually buy it, or it's a different problem where you get those people and they don't really convert, and then it's a different story. In this video, I'm going to touch something that happened to me recently. A listing that no matter how I would increase the bids more and more and more on my PPC campaigns, I won't get traffic. And that's usually something related to indexing. So in this video, I'll show you what you do, how you analyze those things, and really separate them and trying to understand what is the issue. And when you know what is the issue, you can obviously solve it and resolve it like an engineer. So let's start with this video. It should be very exciting. Welcome to another video, guys. And for those of you that are here for the first time, my name is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com, where I really try to talk about Amazon FBA specifically and some other marketplaces like Walmart, Etsy, Shopify, and some other stuff. But again, it's mainly Amazon FBA. And everything that I share with you here is completely free. I share my journey, I share what I do, I share what works for me as a seven-figure seller, and I hope that you will appreciate my hard work, support the channel by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with anything that comes to your mind, everything, whether you like the video, whether you have a video suggestion, and also try to support the channel by clicking the links in the resources section that will be in the description below. Okay, so before we start with the video, I wanted to let you know that we have a Facebook group that we have twice a month live Q&As, live questions and answers that I start actually with talking about specific topic that I'm going through in my journey, in my business, just 10-15 minutes, and then we go through questions and answers. So you can ask any questions that comes to your mind, and it's literally like free. So it's $10 to join the group. It's something new that started yesterday, and I'm not doing this to really try to be rich or something like that. It's really a fee that will show how serious you are. When someone actually invests money, take his credit card and pay for something, he looks at it and really take this more seriously. And that's what I want to create, a community of serious sellers, people that are willing to put the work, help each other, not just take, but help each other's too, sharing their journey too, helping each other's. When you help someone, believe me, this is a higher level for yourself because you teach yourself at a higher level. When you have to explain something like I do here in the channel, I'm also benefit from it. So people sometimes asking me what you're actually getting out of this channel, because you don't really sell any course or anything like that. So I tell them a lot of things. When I talk about topic, it's actually forced me to do a better research job, a better understanding about the topic, and it makes me even better at this. Add to this the amount of people that I was able to meet and see, and this is really an amazing opportunity for me, and that's really the main benefits that I get out of doing this. So again, join the Facebook group. Believe me, it will only really take you to the next level. It's just $10 lifetime. It's not monthly. It's not something that you recurring payment or anything like that. So if you're serious and not just talking, go. We will have a link down in the description that will help you. And let's start with first analyzing what is the issue. So it's very easy to spot the issue. Why? And it usually happens with PPC campaigns. So you have campaigns, you plug in your auto campaign, your manual targeting campaign, your sponsored producting campaign, and they're not getting enough clicks. Now you do have reasonable bids, or even sometimes the suggested bids, but you're not getting impressions or clicks. So what's going on? So usually when this happens, that's an indexing issue. It's an indexing issue, or it's a problem how the phrases and keywords are within your title. And I understand this topic much better because of the help of Brandon Young. He is really a monster seller and someone that I really love the way that they think and explain things. So check his YouTube channel. Hopefully he will be here a guest very soon in the channel. But he built a tool called Data Dive. So Data Dive, it's an amazing tool that I'll show you how it works and how it can help you not just with product research, but when issues like I had happens and occur, you can analyze things very quickly. Now I'm going to use a mix or a set of tools here that will help me understand how I can improve the visibility and the indexing of my listing, so I can really send those signals to the Amazon algorithm so they can show my ad more frequently and for cheaper bids. So let's start. First of all, you want to really eliminate, when this happens, you want to eliminate also the fact that your conversion is kind of okay. So go first to the reports, business reports, and go to the child item report and just check the unit session percentage, which is your conversion rate. So let's do something like here, so it's enough time. So the unit percentage, okay, so this is a listing that I don't really send traffic to, so it's a variation, so that's why it have like a crazy conversion rate. But let's say that you see something that is like 15-20% for a new item with like 1 or 2 reviews or even 0. That's normal thing. So you want to eliminate the fact that you have a conversion issue. It could be also that when you don't really get this kind of PPC traffic, it's because your main image or your title is very bad. So you want to really, first of all, make sure that the indexing side of things resolved. You show for enough keyword, and I'll show you very quickly how. And then if that's not really improving it, then attack it from a different angle. Try to change your main image quickly and the title. It's mainly the main image, so people will actually click on your ad. Because if you've really eliminated the indexing issue, it's most likely the image that don't really create any emotion or something within viewers or buyers, and it doesn't really make them click on your product. So you have to really break it down into steps. You have to break down things to be it's very logic. It's very there is order and reason for everything. So when you have a machine that breaks, the engineer come and try to reverse engineer. He's trying to understand what went wrong, analyze it so he can fix it. So we do the same thing here. We're trying to analyze first what is the issue, asking ourselves questions, because when we ask ourselves questions, we get answers. So you have to really ask yourself, is it problem with the conversion? And when you ask yourself, you're gonna go to the listing, it's gonna force you to go and check other listings, competitors, their titles. That's what we're going to do now. So let's say that you're in the let's say hairbrush. I like to give this example always. So let's search for hairbrush, and what we're gonna do, let's pretend that this is your item, right? We're gonna put it in Notepad, or actually let's put it in Scribbles. I like Scribbles, and I'm not gonna use the tool in Data Dive because it's still a little complicated for me as far as the listing builder. So let's go to Scribbles. So we can actually, what would be even better? You're gonna take the ASIN, let's pretend that that's your listing, and we're gonna click on import listing. Gonna put it here. Now the next step that I like to do is use Data Dive. Now you can do this manually. You can do this by going to copying all these titles, but this tool is a game changer, and I'll show you why. Because when you click on X-ray, it's actually going to take the top 20 listing as far as revenue, and I'll show you in a moment. Oh, I'm sorry, that's on the actual thing. Let's do it here. X-ray, and it's going to pull the last or the top 20 ASINs for that keyword as far as revenue, and it should also remove the sponsored products from the results here. So that's gonna give us clean results. So we saw we had the SP one, which stands for sponsored product, but it removed it. And as you can see, it's actually not that sorted like that, but it's fair enough. So now when we click on dive, I have to give permissions. Okay, now it works. Now it's gonna think for like 20 to 30 seconds, so I'm gonna pause this video for a moment, and you know what, I'm gonna show it to you. So in the background it's going to Cerebro, so you need Helium 10 for that. If you want more info, I'm really trying to have Brendan to come and explain about the tool and show you how it works. As you can see now, it's pretty fast compared to before, so I guess that they worked on it and they made it faster, so that's really refreshing to see and nice. So let's wait for another moment. But what this tool does, it's actually aggregate and get you data that you have to do manually in like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. So this is like so powerful. As you can see, it takes all these ASIN, really trying and grabbing all their titles, everything. You will see it's really amazing. So let's wait for another moment, and actually let me pause this for a second. Okay, so this is how it looks. So after the data dive is done, it's really, I'm not gonna explain about this tool. Hopefully Brendan can explain us quickly how it works, because it's gonna take me some time. But what I really interested to show you here is that you can see here battle of titles. You see all these competitors like quickly they're all their titles. So what I like to do is I go to Google and write separate spaces into new lines, right? And I go to this website and I put everything that I copied from data dive, and I click on convert spaces, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to do remove commas, online. Why? Because I saw here a couple of terms that have commas after, you see, or dots or whatever. So let's do this, remove. So it removed everything, as you can see. So now I'm gonna take this list and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna click apply, and what it's going to give me very quick is that all the keywords that I don't have in my listing, whether that's search terms, whether that's the title, whether that's the bullets, and it's very easy for me to add those keywords to create more exposure and broader picture for Amazon and show more relevancy for them. So another trick is that commas, remove those, but they are not really using them a lot. So let's say that detangling wasn't there. Now, as you can see, it was crossed because I was adding it here. Now obviously you would want to put it, if it's a good keyword with high search volume, you want to put it in the title. But if it's something that is not that important, you could either put it in the search terms, description, or bullet points. Just remember that, you know, description is less effective than bullet points, and bullet 5 less effective than bullet 1 as far as the weight that Amazon gives to the position of those words. So Bristol, so we can put here airbrush Bristol, and then it will remove it. See, crossed it. So this is very effective to very quickly see what you're missing and add it to your own title or bullets. And remember, this came from the title, so people already that sells a lot for hundreds of thousands, 500,000, 277,000, 256, all of them like around 100k having theirs in the titles. So there must be doing something well. Another way to go for it, just take all these keywords, and you can do it in addition to what I showed you here, which is from data dive. Those are all the keywords that these customers are, you know, these ASINs are ranked for. So this is like an amazing script that do all the work for you. So let's go back here. And add those phrases like that, apply. Same thing. You want to so the phrases, you can either put them as phrases, or you can make sure that those words, show. And a lot of them don't show. So this is very powerful again, way to create and have more indexing for your product. Sorry, I had like a mosquito here. So I hope this helped you. And by the way, I forgot to mention, if you ship goods from China and you need the freight forwarder, please talk to me. I recently partnered with a logistic company that I work with to really provide you the best prices and 3PLs across the US and Canada. So, at times like that, or even at good times, you always want to diversify and have a couple of freight forwarders to ask them for quotes. You never know who is going to be cheaper and who is going to be better. So this is not one of those Chinese freight forwarders that, when you ship and it's all good and nice, everything is fine. But when something happens, they either disappear or don't take responsibility. Even if you have insurance with the Chinese forwarder, when you actually need to use it, does it actually enforceable? No, no one can really enforce it. So really, take this in mind. And when you need help and strategies for myself, this is another benefit that you get. So if it's something that you're interested in, let me know for sure. And yeah, let me know in the comments if it's something that helped you or not. And I hope this will help you to index more. And when you're stuck, it's another option for you to try to get your product to rank, to get those initial sales, and roll this product launch. This is again something that happens all the time. It happens to me and it happens to a lot of sellers that I talk with. Now please, my friends, do me a favor and share this video with other people that might benefit from this video. It will help me grow the channel and I will really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.